really, right, Malar, how do you think that human being can process information or feedback, especially when it is feedback about, for me, for example, that is a very, for me, that's a very big feedback lah, kan? Because then I could analyze it. But again, how can I analyze feedback effectively? What do you think?
So I will. There's a concept that we use, that I use in our program called Resilience. Is called thinking trap, right? We all get trapped in our thinking, and when you're trapped in your thinking, you can't move forward, right? So if you use the concept, right, I think whatever people are, and I also think we need to look at words as just labels, not truth, right? We give too much of power to words sometimes. Words are powerful, but I think the question is, are you giving too much of power to a particular word? Because I think what matters, so it's label, right? So if I say you are alpha, I mean, first and foremost, your idea of alpha and my idea of alpha could be totally different. So we need to first agree that we both have the same definition, right? And I think
Yeah.
that's a great place to start, right? So if someone
That's so
says,
awesome.
right, I mean, it's a great, oh, you
Yeah.
think I'm alpha, so, and you know what, I've decided I'll be thick skinned. Anything you tell me, I'll take it as a compliment. I say, oh really? That's what I'll say. Tell me more, right? I mean, tell me what's your definition of alpha? What makes you think about me that way? Because I really want to understand how you came to that conclusion, right? I'm not too sure. So I think the first is just be curious and say, what is this person trying to say? Number one. Number two, if the feedback, I mean, usually even with positive feedback that people give me, I use this rule. So first thing is you need to check, is the feedback that people are giving you, or the feedback that you are taking in. You give me feedback. One is you're giving me. Number one is how I'm receiving it. I ask myself, do I know whether it's accurate? So I check for accuracy. Now, how do I know it's accurate? Right? You must be able to tell me. So, for example, if you say I'm alpha, I mean, tell me how did you actually come to the conclusion, right? Give me some evidence.
Or what do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean, right? And give me some evidence. How, I mean, if you say I'm arrogant, for example, right? Or if you say I'm judgmental, I said, oh great, thank you very much for giving me that feedback, but can you help me understand where you're coming from, right? I mean, that automatically takes us from the defense space to say, I am willing to explore this with you in your world, because after I explore your world, I will invite you to my world to see how I see it. And perhaps then we can either choose to agree or choose to disagree. Either way, I think the outcome will be positive. So check for accuracy, check for evidence. And the third thing, if it's fun and relationships are, people are open with it, is I think it is for us to then say, is there another way of looking at whatever that's happening right now? So if you find that, I'm giving my opinion, I'm outspoken, and if you find that to be alpha, for example, is there another label that will fit both of us? Because alpha is fitting you right now, may not fit me. I think I'm outspoken, you think I'm alpha, right? So is there something that is there a label that both of us can agree with? I think that takes stress out of feeling defensive. I don't think feeling defensive is wrong. It is your job to protect your identity, right? While you want to protect, you also want to make sure that you don't build wall in relationships, because a lot of the relationships that I've come to really appreciate are the ones that never started in a great place, right? And there are many relationship, the first time we get along, hoo-ha, I like you, you like me, full of compliments, and eventually I realize we're not getting anywhere with the friendship, right? So I think when two strong minds get together, it takes a very strong, courageous person to tell you to your face that you're alpha, right? I mean, or
Yep.
any feedback. especially it takes courage to tell you, I want to focus on the courage. I don't want to focus on the information. So we just focus on your courage and say, wow, you are courageous to tell me those things. So because you're courageous, let me respond with courage and say, tell me how. Because if people can't give me evidences, I have learned how to discard it, that they are venting. If they are venting, I will decide whether I want to be the rubbish bin or the toilet bowl. If I don't want to be, I remove myself.
Yeah, so that is really awesome that when you suggested to have, okay, so there is a term being used here, right? But let us, before anyone makes a reaction or respond to that statement, so let us be on the same page. What really the term or the word or the label being used really means to the both of us. Let us be on the same page right now. Yeah, that is really awesome. I can't really remember what was my reaction after that, but I remember asking, what do you mean? I only I only remember that. But just the labeling of it. And but what I do remember a lot is doing that over analyzing the term. So yeah, whether it's working in my life right now. So really, right, Malar, I guess where you are right now at work, doing what you do in your business, you do meet a lot of people who, I do this, I'm guilty of this. I put out labels like, is, loosely, right? So, you're eccentric. So for me, like being eccentric or being crazy, when people call me crazy, I take it as a compliment, for example, right? But some people might, it could, crazy, what do you mean, right? Do I look like a crazy woman? Do I look like my hair is going everywhere like that? Okay. So do you think that labeling will cause stress?
I think I mean, I will have a management answer to probably all your questions. It all depends on the context that we are saying. So, for me, I actually have two rules in my relationships, right? I mean, do I have a relationship with you, right? Now, so a lot of people that we meet are actually just acquaintance, right? They don't know you, you don't know them, right? Now, if I don't know you, then I need to ask myself, what right do I have to say who you are, right? And if I really want to express my opinion to you, I need to ask, I need to say that, I mean, the first question, I have opinions, okay, very loud opinions, all right? But what I learned is that, I mean,
I understand.
I have, right? Unfortunately, I wish I wasn't like that. But but then the question for me, I mean, because of the backlashes I've got, and they're fair backlashes, is really who gave me the right to give my opinion to you? Why am I giving that opinion to you? So, say for example, if I say, Nini, you come across loud, for example, right? Or you come across very rash, right? Now, I need to ask myself, why do I have a need to say that to you in the first place? Right? I mean, what gives me the right, right? It's different. Now, I've had backlashes where people ask me for the opinion and then they get upset about it, right? For me, that is the challenging part. So I don't go and offer, if I really care for you, whenever I give an opinion, I know I care for that person, especially a negative opinion, right? I'll only give you a negative feedback if I think that's going to get you into trouble. And I have learned how to ask for permission. So if I'm going to give you a negative feedback right now, right, Nini, I'll say, hey, Nini, I have an observation. I'm just wondering whether, you like an opinion about this. And it's just an opinion. It's not the truth, right? I don't even sometimes use the word feedback. When people ask me, can you give me feedback? I say, I don't have a feedback, but I have an opinion. Because I really don't know what's happening in your life. What makes me think I can give you feedback? Sometimes the word feedback has become very cheap, right? Uh, to give feedback, you need historical data. If I have no history, what feedback am I giving? It's just an opinion, short sendiri, right? I think I've got something exciting, nice, valuable for you, and I'm telling you. So I mean, I need to ask you for permission. So first, check intention. Number two, ask for permission. And if the person is a little bit hesitant, why do you want to give your opinion?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
really, right? So I think a lot of the kind of trouble I've had is because I couldn't keep my mouth shut, right? So learning how to zip it has been my greatest gift, right? When I have an opinion and I choose not to share, that's been a great growing up for me, because it's really, most of the time, it's not needed. If people need an opinion from me, need feedback, they can ask me. When they ask me, even when they ask me, I will check whether they really want feedback. Because I have found people will come to me for feedback, and then and myself is very simple. When you ask me for feedback, I'm like really truly honest, right? And then I realized after I give the feedback, they distant themselves from me. So what I have learned is I check for readiness. You know, check for readiness. A lot of times, one of those things, reminders I have in my head is this, right? A lot of times when you take time and trouble to give whether positive feedback or to have conversations, right, to build on a relationship, all right, you are thinking you want to do that because you are adding value. What I have learned is this: sometimes you think you're adding value, but for the other person, it actually reduces the value of the relationship. So sometimes not saying anything retains the relationship at status quo. You try to be a hero and you become a villain. Don't bother, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep it at status quo. So those are some things I have learned, because I am outspoken, I am loud, I am direct, right? And I take things as face value. If you tell me you want opinion, I give you lah, right? But does it work all the time? No, no, no. There's been many backlashes, and I'm learning how to keep my opinions to myself. Slow learner, but it works.
And I think I'm on the same boat there, right? That sometimes we have to learn it the painful way, right? That, okay, I think I better pick my battle lah. I think I better this time around, I just don't need to say anything. It's better that way, right? So that I don't need to prolong the energy spent on this.
Yeah.
Right.
Whether it's really worth it. I think sometimes we, like what I said, we give too much of power to words, right? We take every word seriously, and again, I don't mean, so one of the other conclusions that people jump to is, oh, so that means the other person is fake. I mean, who am I to say you're fake? What right do I have? I think we sometimes very short sendiri, we think we're so great, kan? So if you are fake, what, I'm authentic, right? So I think if you learn how to just place the importance appropriately, life is a lot more easier. That's
Yep.
my own learning lah.
Yeah. Wow.